So I got this cart from Harbor Freight. I think we were talking about that the other day. 63 Impala has one. And I made a comment to him about getting some of those puncture-proof inner tubes. I bought one for a bicycle up in Maine a while back. And I went online and looked at them, and a lot of them are just plain old inner tubes with slime in them. And I've got a jar of slime right here, and I was thinking, well, I could just pour that. I could put that inside of these ones. Instead of buying a whole new tube, it'd be a lot cheaper. And we could find out how well it works that way. I think they make an actual tube that's puncture proof, and it's different than the slime filled ones, but it's also about $22 for a tube, which is kind of a lot if you think about, I'm buying 4 of them, so I'm going to spend more than the cart cost to put those in there. Instead of doing that, I'm going to put this slime stuff in all of them, and we're going to just see if that prevents the tires from being a problem in the future. My other one has actually done pretty well. I did blow up a tire one day. I was putting air in it, and it just popped, and I bought a spare for it, which wasn't very much, and another tube, put it on there. And I still have it came in a set of 2, so I still have an additional spare and an additional tube. But I was thinking, well, it wouldn't hurt to just slime them all. I'm going to slime all my tires this morning. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to slime my tires, bless my heart, and call me Dixie. Yeehaw! Maybe I should talk a little bit about the process of doing this, because there are people that's never removed a valve stem from a tire before. And of course, if you're going to be sliming tires, that means you got to take the valve stem out. And if you don't know how to take the valve stem out, then you're never going to get anywhere. So what I'm going to do, I'll hold this in front of the camera so you can see it. Take off the valve stem cap, put that in my pocket so I don't need it. Don't lose it. I got a little tool here. It's the valve stem remover. It also serves to open up a valve stem with some, when you get dirt dauber's nest inside of them, and rethread one over here. And what we do with this one's got this end with a little notch in it. We stick that little notch down in there, and when we get it to the right place, it'll fall down into there, and then we can turn it. And when we turn it, this one's long enough so it bumps into the spokes, but when we turn it, it'll unscrew the valve stem from out of there. In this case, like I said, the valve stems, it's hard to turn that because it hits the spokes, but it just is what it is. Maybe I could get a better angle here so I'm not trying to hold it up with my arm sticking out. Once I get the valve stem out, I'm going to shoot the slime into it. We'll put the valve stem back in it before we pump it up. They make a valve stem remover too that's on a thing that looks like a screwdriver. I'm thinking that one would be easier to get out. So there's the valve stem. That's what it looks like right there. Tiny, it's very tiny. So what I'm going to do now that this is open, I'm going to take me some of the slime stuff. Oh, and the slime stuff is sealed, so I have to pull that seal off the inside. This is a new bottle I hadn't used before. Basically, this is a mixture of antifreeze and string. That's what this stuff is made out of. The antifreeze just keeps it from freezing in the cold weather. And the string is what stops up a hole if you have a little hole. Little string fiber pieces. I shouldn't say string because it's fiber. But the idea is that those little pieces of fiber would get into a hole. Like if you have a little puncture hole, and stop it up. I don't know how effective it is on a tube tire. Oops. Okay, let's push the tube down in there. Yep, something you want to try to avoid doing. This little thing goes on that little thing. And then you just squeeze it in there. You might need more fingers than what I have here.